What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Just before we get into the video, don't forget to like or dislike the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment down below. We often look at what famous wrestlers from yesteryear are up to today, so we thought it'd be cool to turn things around. Join us now as WrestleMania fires up the time machine and examines 15 wrestlers who are on top of the WWE, asking where they were 10 years ago. That's 2007 for those who don't like math. Number 1. AJ Styles. The Phenomenal One's recent second WWE Championship win is the latest in a long and successful career. Even 10 years ago, Styles was riding high in the wrestling world, performing as one of TNA's top stars. By 2007, Styles had already held the X Division Championship 6 times, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship twice, and the NWA World Tag Team Championship twice. He started the year working against Rhino, then formed a team with Tomko to win the TNA World Tag Team Championship. 2007 was another year of accomplishments for Styles, but the best was yet to come, with a dazzling career ahead in New Japan Pro Wrestling and the WWE. Number 2. Seth Rollins. Colby Lopez was still working the indie circuit, looking for his big break in 2007. As Tyler Black, he worked in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, but in September 2007, he caught a tremendous opportunity when he debuted in Ring of Honor. Black debuted at the ROH pay-per-view Man Up, joining forces with Jimmy Jacobs and Necro Butcher to attack the Briscoe brothers after the Briscoes' ladder match against Kevin Steen and El Generico. The controversial angle saw Jay Briscoe hanged on the rigging for the ladder match, dripping blood as Black announced the formation of a group, the Age of the Fall. Supposedly, the attack drew so much heat that Ring of Honor edited it out of the pay-per-view, but it would be eventually released. The Age of the Fall made an immediate impact in Ring of Honor, and as the year ended, Jacobs and Black had won the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Number 3. Roman Reigns. Le'Tianoia enjoyed a fairly successful college football career, playing for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and serving as a starter for the 3 seasons. His talents were recognized when he was named to the All-Atlantic Coast Conference first team in 2006. Given his abilities and achievements, a tryout with the NFL seemed reasonable. Although he went undrafted in the NFL draft, he was signed by the Minnesota Vikings. His stint with the Vikings was short-lived, however, as he was let go within the same month. The Jacksonville Jaguars signed him later, only to cut him a week before the 2007 season. His football career wasn't over, however, as he signed with the Canadian Football League's Edmonton Eskimos in 2008, playing for 1 season. Number 4. Brock Lesnar. Given Brock Lesnar's rare appearances in the WWE, it's not unreasonable to think he was under contract in 2007. However, 2007 saw Lesnar still wrestling, just not for the WWE. Lesnar defended the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against TNA World Champion Kurt Angle on the 29th June 2007. The battle between the two former amateur champions saw Angle get the submission win after locking Lesnar in the ankle lock. This would be Lesnar's last wrestling match until his WWE return in 2012. Number 5. Jinder Mahal. Yuvraj Singh Desi is the nephew of Calgary Stampede Wrestling's legendary Gama Singh, a heel who terrorized the promotion's top stars with his faction Karachi Vice. Desi followed in his uncle's footsteps and trained in Calgary with wrestler Rick Bogner, who, as you might recall, played the infamous fake Razor Ramon in the WWF. Mahal worked in a number of indie promotions, including a run in the resurrected Calgary Stampede Wrestling and Prairie Championship Wrestling in 2007. As Tiger Raj Singh, 2007 saw him team with real-life cousin Gama Singh Jr., winning the Tag Team Championship. There he worked alongside future WWE superstars including Natalya, Tyson Kidd, and Victor. Number 6. John Cena. 2007 saw continued success for Cena, and while fans either loved him or hated him, it didn't stop the WWE from pushing him hard. 2007 began with an unlikely loss to alleged rapper Kevin Federline, but the WWE champion pressed on. Cena dealt Umaga his first loss, defeating the Samoan Bulldozer at New Year's Revolution and repeating the feat in a last man standing match at the Royal Rumble. Cena surprised fans when he won the World Tag Team Championship with Shawn Michaels, defeating Team Rated RKO. That didn't stop Michaels from facing Cena for the belt at WrestleMania 23. Cena successfully defended the belt, but a bigger challenge loomed ahead: the Great Khali. The Punjabi Nightmare made a push for Cena's belt, but the champion handed him his first defeat, overcoming Khali at Judgment Day, following up a win at One Night Stand. Cena began a program with Randy Orton, featuring a main event bout at SummerSlam and Unforgiven. Cena retained the belt on both nights, but a feud was beginning to brew. Unfortunately, Cena tore a pectoral muscle during a match with Ken Kennedy, forcing Cena to take time off to heal from surgery. Stripped of his WWE Championship, Cena would sit out the rest of 2007, ending one of the longest WWE Championship reigns at the time. Number 7. Braun Strowman. While Adam Scherr is best known as Braun Strowman, the monster among men, he's also known at Chipotle restaurants, where he helps meet his daily caloric consumption of 5,000 to 7,000 calories by frequenting the chain. According to Braun, it's my guilty pleasure, even though I'm trying to get Chipotle to sponsor me because I spend $150 a week in there. It's $25 for every bowl. It's 3 scoops of steak, 2 scoops of chicken, double guacamole, cheese, sour cream and corn. Strowman's come a long way in 10 years. In 2007, he was playing semi-pro football for North Carolina and even earned an invite to the NFL Combine. Unfortunately, his lack of college education reportedly kept him from being drafted. However, he didn't let this stop his dreams of success. Eventually, Strowman's size and power would catch the attention of strongman competitors and he began competing in the amateur strongman contests, quickly working his way to professional level. From there, he caught the attention of the WWE, signing with them in 2013. Number 8. The Miz. After making it to the finals of the 2004's Tough Enough contest, Miz lost to Daniel Puder, but was still offered a developmental contract. In 2006, Miz debuted on the main roster, working on SmackDown. However, it was in 2007 when The Miz began to break out from a third stringer to a future star on the rise. After hosting his Miz TV segments and enjoying a small win streak, The Miz was drafted to the WWE version of ECW. There, the self-proclaimed chick magnet was revealed as owning the contracts of Extreme Exposé. This led to a program with Balls Mahoney when Kelly and Mahoney became romantically involved. However, The Miz's success really happened late in 2007 when he won the Tag Team Championship with John Morrison. This would ultimately lead to the pair's breakout success as they hosted the talk segment The Dirt Sheet online in 2008. Number 9. Kevin Owens. In 2007, Kevin Steen was working in a number of promotions, honing his skills and working to make his big break. Steen worked in International Wrestling Syndicate, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and Ring of Honor. He teamed with El Generico in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, winning the promotion's World Tag Team Championship in 2007. The duo also competed in Ring of Honor the same year, vying unsuccessfully for Jay and Mark Briscoe's Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship. Number 10. Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon had a busy year in 2006, helping his pops battle Shawn Michaels, then the reformed team of Shawn Michaels and Triple H, D-Generation X. Unfortunately for Shane, DX put him out of action with a storyline injury at September's Unforgiven show. Shane returned in 2006, announcing he was lobbying to work as special referee for his dear old dad Vinnie Mac in the Battle of Billionaires against Donald Trump at WrestleMania 23. Although Stone Cold Steve Austin was appointed special referee, that didn't slow down Shane, who interfered in the match. However, he was unable to help his pops' proxy Umaga defeat future WWE Hall of Famer Donald Trump's proxy, Bobby Lashley, resulting in Vince getting shaved bald. Shane then helped Vince as he sought revenge on Bobby Lashley, helping Vince defeat Lashley for the ECW Championship. Shane disappeared after Vince's program with Lashley ended, appearing briefly in September during the storyline involving Vince's illegitimate son, Hornswoggle. Shane would pop up at Survivor Series, accompanying Hornswoggle for his match with the Great Khali. Number 11. Shinsuke Nakamura. 2006 had seen Nakamura caught a break when he faced Brock Lesnar for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, but he lost the match, leading to him focusing on improving himself. Nakamura embarked on a training tour, hoping to heighten his wrestling skills and gain muscle mass. He returned to Japan in September 2006 with more muscle mass and a new finisher, the landslide. Nakamura competed in Japan, including an appearance at 2007's Wrestle Kingdom show on the 4th of January 2007. In August 2007, Nakamura suffered a dislocated shoulder while competing in New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax tournament, but he came back in November. This earned Shinsuke an IWGP Heavyweight Championship match at the next month's Wrestle Kingdom show. There, Nakamura would win his second IWGP Heavyweight strap, making 2007 an important transitional year in his career. Number 12. Dean Ambrose. Jonathan Good grew up in one of Cincinnati's roughest neighborhoods, looking to wrestling as his escape. However, when he approached Les Thatcher for training, he was disappointed when told to come back when he was 18. Good recalls, he charged something like $3,000, but he said I could come back and watch practice later. I left fuming, and this close to slashing his tires. Then I calmed down and came back later and met Cody Hawk. He was cool and sort of took me under his wing and let me be on the ring crew and sell concessions. Good eventually worked in Thatcher's Heartland Wrestling as John Moxley. By 2007, Moxley was working in a number of promotions, including Heartland Wrestling, Insanity Pro Wrestling, and Northern Wrestling Federation. Ambrose captured championship gold including Heartland's heavyweight title, its tag team titles, and Insanity Pro's Mid-Atlantic title. Moxley also worked dark matches in Ring of Honor that year, and would work the indie circuit until he signed with the WWE in 2011. Number 13. Samoa Joe. The 21st century saw some fantastic wrestlers such as CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Samoa Joe performing on the smaller stage, with fans wondering if they could ever match their success on a larger one. Samoa Joe ended his long and successful run in Ring of Honor in early 2007, working the Samoa Joe Farewell Tour. At the same time, Joe was working in TNA, finishing a program with Kurt Angle that captivated fans. Joe turned his attention to Christian Cage and the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Although Joe did not win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, he won the X Division again and the TNA World Tag Team titles. Joe's desire for the elusive NWA World Heavyweight Championship led to him putting his X Division and Tag Team titles on the line for a shot against Kurt Angle's NWA World title and IWGP Heavyweight title. Joe, however, fell short, thanks to the interference from Angle's wife Karen. Although Joe's quest for the NWA World Heavyweight strap failed to materialize, he was honored as TNA's MVP of 2007. Number 14. Finn Balor. By 2007, Fergal Devitt's stars seemed to be on the rise in New Japan Pro, as he worked under the name Prince Devitt. The year got off to a bad start, with Devitt injuring his knee in January, shelving him until May 2007. Devitt worked in New Japan's CTU faction until it folded, but bounced back, joining Shinsuke Nakamura's faction Rise. Although Devitt wasn't yet the main eventer he would become known for, he was winning over fans and colleagues on his slow rise to the top. And number 15, Bray Wyatt. Before he became the new face of fear, Wyndham Rotunda was a star athlete in high school, winning a state wrestling championship at 275 pounds. His outstanding football skills won him a football scholarship at Troy University. Based on our calculations, Rotunda would have been playing for Troy University in 2007. Eventually, he left Troy University just 27 credits short of a bachelor's degree, abandoning college to become a professional wrestler, something he always knew he would do. In a 2009 interview, Rotunda said, "My entire life I knew I'd end up in this exact position. I didn't know how I'd make it, but I knew I'd make it." Well guys, there you have it. A look back at where 15 wrestlers who are on top of the WWE were just 10 years ago. Did you guys enjoy this new feature? If so, what other superstars should we spotlight? Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.